For problem number 4, it says on her first day in the hospital, Curie receives U1 milligrams of a therapeutic drug. The amount of the drug Curie receives increased by the same amount D each day. On the 7th day, she receives 21 milligrams of the drug, and on the 11th day, she receives 29 milligrams. Curie receives the drug for 30 days. So in part A, it says write down an equation in terms of U1 and D for the amount of drugs that she receives on the 7th day. So they tell us on the 7th day she receives 21 milligrams. So we're going to put that in terms of UN. So simply UN, they tell us, is 21. On the 7th day she receives that much. So 21 would equal U1 plus 7 minus 1, because it's the 7th day, times D. We don't know what U1 or D is. For letter A, part 2, it says write down the equation in terms of U1 and D for the amount of drug that she receives on the 11th day. Well, they tell us that on the 11th day she receives 29 milligrams. So that would be 29 equals U1 plus 11 minus 1, since it's the 11th day now, times D. That's it for part A. Part B, they then say write down the value of D and the value of U1. Well, if we look at our two equations we just wrote, there is a 4-day separation. 7th day, 11th day, 4-day difference. And there's an 8 milligram difference between 21 and 29. So over the course of 4 days, she received 8 more milligrams total. So what I could say is that 8 equals 4 times D. 8 milligram difference, 4-day difference, so 8 equals 4D. Divide both sides by 4, and D equals 2. So she gets 2 more milligrams each day. To get U1, we can just simply plug 2 in for D into one of our 2 given equations from letter A. So if I do the first one, 21 equals U1 plus 7 minus 1 times 2. If I simplify that right-hand side, I get U1 plus 12. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Subtract 12 from both sides, and we get that U1 equals 9. So on the first day, she got 9 milligrams. Part C, it says then calculate the total amount of drug in milligrams that she received. So now we're going to be using the SN equation. Remember that she received the drug for 30 days. So that's our N value. So CS of 30 is going to equal 30 divided by 2 times 2 times U1, which we found was 9, plus 30 minus 1 times our D value, which is 2. There's the equation. Type that into your calculators. And you should get your total, which is 1,140 milligrams.